Hey there YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 again, and we're going to be doing another video review, this time of the Studio Series Movie 1 Bumblebee. This one is supposed to be from the City Tunnel switch, where he switches alt modes. So here we have the box, here we got some art of Bumblebee, we got all our logos, more art of Bumblebee, we got our logo, we got our Bumblebee mugshot deluxe class, we got our promo pics of his vehicle and robot mode, we got our backdrop, we got our legal jargon, and since this is a Studio Series, we'll go ahead and grab that said backdrop here, and theoretically he should be in vehicle mode for this, but I'm showing it off now because I'm not going to bother with the packaging after this. But there he is with his little backdrop. I never use these because they take up too much space. There is that. And we do get our lovely instruction booklet. So neato. So there is that. Yeah, and he's about what you would expect from a Studio Series figure. He's very detailed, fairly complex transformation. He does come with his blaster, which does just peg into his hand. I do feel they should have cast this in gray instead of black, so that it would actually fit in with the rest of his arm. Is that the little... I mean, I don't see why they didn't. They really could have done all these black pieces, the feet and the crotch piece, just in gray instead of black. The only part that really needed to be black was the wheels. So I don't know why they didn't just do that, but whatever. Maybe it was cheaper that way. That's my guess. Just for a size comparison, here we have Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. So you can see how that scales. And for a common denominator, we have Earthrise Prime mold. So yeah, there's that. Overall, I think he looks good. I don't enjoy his transformation a ton, just because there is some fiddliness to it. Not anything like rage-inducing or anything. Just, I mean, I'm not super partial to Bumblebee in the first place, but you know, this was a figure I didn't have, and it was just reissued at Target, which is where I got this, and I wanted it for my shelf, so you know, I picked it up. But yeah, overall, if you like Bumblebee, I think you'll like this figure. It's definitely, I wouldn't recommend it for your kids just because of the complexity. You know, it's probably gonna, you know, have a lot of panels snapping off and stuff, and these back parts are clear plastic. That is definitely gonna be a breaking point in time, I'm sure. But you know, for adult collectors, if you like Bumblebee, I think this would be a good pick. But next we should go over articulation. He does sort of have some wiggle in the ankles. He does have up and down here at the foot, but that's more of a transformation thing, and his foot doesn't really lock in super well because it's just this tiny little tab in here. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a little notch right here, and honestly, like, you can hear that little click, but that's really just the plastic sliding against each other, not actually locking in. So yeah, I mean, if you know, you wiggle it, he won't, you know, fall apart too much. So he stands fine. So there's that at least. We do have a little over 90 at the knee. We do have basically full splits, just slightly under. He can kick his entire leg off. Wow, talk about athletic. He can kick that far forward, and not quite so far back because his car parts get in the way. He does have a sort of a knee swivel more than a thigh swivel, but there's a swivel there. And his hips are just on ball joints, so I'm sure you saw that when his leg fell off. He does have some waist movement. It's a little stiff. I almost would say it's spring-loaded. It feels more like the plastic is sort of not wanting to move more than an actual spring, though. As you can see, his elbows are on ball joints, so you get plenty of movement there. You do get 90 degree of elbow. These panels on his arm do shift, though I think that's more for transformation. Nothing at the hand, those are molded solid. We do get some up and down at the shoulder, and again, these shoulders are on ball joints. Kind of stiff, but yeah, you do get plenty of motion there for the ball joints. These wings can move, and they also move on a hinge right here at his shoulder. So there is some posability with that. These are on hinges if you care to move them. And his head, I do believe, is on a ball joint too, although due to the molding it really only gets some up and down, not really anything else. Well, some side to side. Yeah, it's kind of catching there. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, plenty of ball joints, it seems. Is there anything else to talk about before we move on? I don't think there is. Oh, I should probably go over some of the details. I do like how they managed to get his angled chest in there, because a lot of times they just shifted these panels up on the older toys, not really angled them. We do get some nice silvers here on the mechanical parts in his arms and on his shins. Do get the tail lights there. We'll show more of that in the vehicle mode. Obviously we got his black racing stripes, and he does have his battle mask with an Autobot symbol there on his head crest. So there's that. But I think that is it, so we should move on to the transformation. So let's see, first we're gonna want to, I think we detach the, yeah, we pull the chest up like so. And then we definitely want to see, we're going to pull that panel down. I'm pretty sure that we need to detach this back. Okay, yeah, there we go. Bring the whole back up. It's on a hinge here. You're going to want to probably fold all this out. Obviously, you want to fold these smaller door windows. And let's see, bring that up some more. Okay, yeah, and then we want to bring these arms down. Move that back so we can wiggle these down. They're on double hinges. And yeah, we just want to sort of... Okay, I'm gonna leave the front of the car for now. So for the legs, we do need to shift these feet outward. And then we're going to come back here. Okay, so we untab the shins, which are, again, on ball joints. Come here and lift these window pieces. And then, I'm trying to remember, I meant to do this review a little while ago, so I'm trying to remember. Okay. Fold that out, and I believe here we want to just rotate this whole assembly, yeah, for the back of the legs, like so, and then we're gonna rotate that at that knee joint there so we can bring this around, and then bring this whole assembly in. You're gonna wiggle the foot around. Yeah, come on. There we go. And then you're going to bring this panel back up, and it's going to tab into this little slot right here, like so. We're going to rinse and repeat. So yeah, just sort of bring this whole assembly around so we can bring that together, and bring this up and peg it in. And we want to bring the shins rotate them around and slot them inward. And then we'll basically have his back half done. And then I'm going to rotate the whole lower section around so that it'll, be where it's supposed to be. Be. Okay, now okay. I know I gotta rotate these down. Okay. And I remember this chest giving me some trouble. Alright. Okay, yeah, so the chest is tabbed in on the sides, so you're gonna untab these. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're really in there. There we go. And you can pull them out there on little extending arms that also rotate around. But yeah, you're gonna wanna sort of fold the whole chest assembly up under the hood. And I believe this is supposed to, yeah, there we go. There, it moves forward like so. And trying to remember how to orient the arms. Probably should have rehearsed this transformation a couple times before I started filming. I didn't expect to not remember it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, you want to bring the arms down on those dumbbell hinges and sort of bring the shoulders in to the waist, and then you're going to bring the arms themselves down like so. Let's go ahead and get this front section assembled. Bring these doors back to the side. And I'm trying to remember if I feel like these hands are supposed to hook in somewhere. Get these front parts of the bumper tabbed in. Yeah, see, this is why I say that this is probably good for collectors, but definitely don't buy this one for your kids. I don't think they'll enjoy it very much. Come on. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Let me push these two and put his legs together just to try and get that all situated. Okay, gonna have to wait on that part. Yeah, that's not it. Pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, okay. I'm just not lining things up correctly here. Okay, I think I see what I'm doing wrong. Oh, no, that's not actually attached. Okay. Yeah, I think I had this issue the first time around. Just trying to get this underside. There we go. Alright, now I just gotta tab it in again. Come on, stop fighting me. It's because the camera's on. Yep, you can see that's just popping in and out of place on its own. Yep, there. Come on. got arms where they're supposed to be because I can see where they tab into his neck area. Yeah, because there's a slot right here in his arm that tabs into this little post on his neck. So I know I got the arms in the right place. I know his hands don't move, so I'm trying to figure out why there's no space here. Do I need to... No, that would make sense because, again, there's that slot. Why won't you work with me? Okay, I see what I did wrong. I didn't fold this piece all the way flat. That's why. Now it's staying put together. Okay. Now we can bring this section with the wheel, slot that in. Come on. I figured it out. You can stop fighting me now. Yeah. There's that, and then, yeah, we need to flatten this a bit, and we should be able to bring these doors on these hinges, bring them in, and bring them, there we go. Shoulder wasn't lined up. This guy is more finicky than I remember, but then again, I guess I don't really remember very well, seeing as how I got confused there. Oh, come on. Make sure we get everything squeezed together. If he'll let me, which apparently he doesn't want to. Come on. Okay. And there's still not really tabbing in here. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do on that front. But yeah, there we have it, is vehicle mode. And that just completely popped out of place. Come on. At least try and hold together a little bit. Yeah. This one definitely feels like they could have simplified it a little bit. But yeah, whatever. And I guess it's not gonna cooperate. But there we have him in his Camaro mode. And that's gonna bug me. But yeah, as you can see, it mostly holds together. Does it roll? Sort of, but his arms are definitely dragging. And yeah, they're as compact as I can get them. So yeah, not super in love with this figure. I mean, I didn't really love it the first time I transformed it either, so I tend to find that the bumblebees are either super simple or over-engineered. I haven't found any movie bumblebees that I felt were just right. And as far as the gun, there are 2 tabs right here, and they plug into the bumper here, right here, if they don't want to try and fight me too. There we go, like so. It's storage. At least I do appreciate at least having a place to store it, although I usually store my bots in robot mode anyway. But yeah, there's that. And we'll do a size comparison here. Okay, so here he is again with the 86 Studio Series Bumblebee. Who, this figure, despite his underwhelming size, I do enjoy this Bumblebee. It's mostly the movie Bumblebees I have issues with. But yeah, here they are. They both have posterior vehicle guns. They have vehicle butt guns. There is that. And for one other Bumblebee comparison, here we have the Bumblebee movie Cybertronian B-127 Bumblebee. So there you can get an idea of how they stack up. But yeah. Going over the car mode a little bit. His wheels do roll, but again, his arms stick out a little bit and kind of drag. They are decked out with some nice silver. They definitely could have used an extra coat of paint here on the doors, because you can sort of, I mean, you can always tell where they add paint on clear plastic, but I feel like I could almost still see through this to the gray insides. You know, if there was maybe a little more light. As with many people, I'm not a fan of the clear plastic, because I mean, you're just seeing the robot bits. I'd rather have blue windshields. He does have visible head syndrome and visible hand syndrome, so VHS type 1 and type 2. He does have painted taillights, and again, you get your racing stripes. You get your Chevy logo and your headlights. Overall, you know, if you're a Bumblebee fan, you'll probably like this. I'm not really that big of a fan of it. I don't dislike it to the point where I regret buying it per se, but he's definitely just going to be a shelf piece for me. I don't enjoy his transformation. I do like his robot mode, and I would probably like his vehicle mode more if it actually, you know, didn't do that. But yeah, as with most Studio Series figures, he looks nice. He definitely has those, you know, details and all that. So he looks nice. And if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for a display piece, you know, go for it. Knock yourself out. But if you're looking for a toy to play with, I don't know if I would really recommend this one on that front. So I'm gonna give this Bumblebee, I think, 6.5 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. Again, visually very good in robot mode. The vehicle mode, you know, maybe this is just QC issues, maybe I didn't line it up quite right. I know I got the transformation right because I started remembering things partway through, and you know, as soon as I figured out that I was supposed to flatten this out more, I understood what I was doing wrong. Because as you can see, he's mostly transformed, and I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any steps. So I'm pretty sure this is quality control here. But yeah, I think this will appeal more to movie Bumblebee fans than it does to me. General collectors probably will like it for the Studio Series detail in robot mode. But yeah, I definitely would not recommend this one for your kids or anything. They're gonna break it. But yeah, that's my thoughts and review on the Studio Series Movie 1 Bumblebee. So this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.